The elf was Kunari.
And the dwarf has no beard. I know, it made no sense to me either. Maybe they cut her horns off.
The Kunari are not a race. They are a religion. What I don't understand is why a Kunari agent would try to kill one of her own people. And why involve the champion?
Excellent questions.
I expect answers to match.
I live to please.
You're angry, aren't you? Look on the bright side. The Duke didn't have us killed. That's gotta be worth something, right? Unless he has something worse planned.
Like drowning us in pickle juice? I hope not. I hate pickles.
I'm not so sure the Duke is a pickle sort of man.
Really? I got the opposite impression completely.
I think we're to be tortured by a giant elf in black leather named Maria.
I don't forgive you.
I am sorry. This didn't work out like I'd planned. Obviously.
What was your plan exactly?
The one I expected to find is named Salit, a member of the Ben Hasrath, the Heart of the Many. I was told he's here to sell secrets to the Orlesians, and I came to stop him. I suppose I was misinformed.
So everything you told me was a lie?
Not everything.
So I just missed the part where you're one of the people I drove out of Kirkwall.
You don't need horns to embrace the Qun. What you need is a purpose, a belief in unity, in improving the lot, not only for your own people, but for everyone.
You're right. I can think of many people who would be improved by the loss of a head.
You're joking, but you're also right. That doesn't mean it's the solution for everyone.
So everyone else just loses a foot? Maybe a big toe?
Being Qunari doesn't automatically mean you're a zealot. Most Qunari don't even understand humans, why you act like you do. But I grew up among you. I understand perfectly well.
Wait, aren't you here to kill someone for the Qunari?
I never said I was killing him for the Qunari.
So you're improving his lot? Perhaps repeatedly?
I know it's not easy to understand. After what the Arishok did, I hardly blame you. But just tell me, can you honestly say there's nothing to improve? Nothing to strive for? We believe in striving together. We may stumble, but that doesn't mean we shouldn't try.
Sounds like an excuse for tyranny.
It's who I am. I joined the Ben Hasras because I felt it meant something. Means something.
You sound like you're trying to convince yourself.
It's been a long time since I talked to anyone about it. I suppose it's not really a prison cell conversation.
So you came here to stop this Salit from betraying your people?
You probably won't believe me, but this isn't a political mission. It's personal.
What do you mean?
Salit was my best Rathari, the one who recruited me into the Ben Hasrath. My tutor. He's the one who saw my potential, convinced me that I could make a difference. It doesn't matter now.
But you said he was selling secrets.
He is. Or at least he intends to. One last act of defiance. I can't let him do that. Not when he'll hurt so many others in the process.
You mean he'll hurt other Qunari?
Not every Qunari is a soldier, you know. There are tens of thousands of farmers, artisans, craftsmen. People who have never hurt anyone. People whose only crime is living. They don't deserve what he's going to do to them. But it's more than my duty to stop Salit. It is my moral obligation.
You mentioned the Heart of the Many before, but you said it was the name of the jewel.
It's also what Ben Hasrath means. Some people say we're enforcers, that keep the Qunari in line, but that's not it. It's hard to explain.
Try.
We're the soul of the Qun. We keep its spirit alive and protect it, from both outside and from within. Not every Qunari agrees, nor do they always do what is best for all. The Ben Hasras remind us of our common goal.
That sounds like something the Qunari would really like everyone to believe.
It's not always meant to end in violence. There are other paths. They do not all need to lead to the same destination. I probably don't sound very convincing.
The way you're talking, it sounds like you're one of these Ben Hasrath.
I am, or I was. Whether I ever am again, I guess that remains to be seen.
Is that why you're here? To redeem yourself?
Not to them. Doubt is the path one walks to reach faith. To leave the path is to embrace blindness and abandon hope.
Another Qunari proverb?
She who swallows wisdom in tiny chunks avoids choking.
So did you really involve me just because I had an invitation?
You were the only one on the invitation list who wasn't a personal friend of the Montfort family. And you're also the champion of Kirkwall, and a Ferelden with no reason to love Orlais.
And what was going to happen when all this was over?
I thank you, we go our separate ways.
Really? I wouldn't notice a thing.
Truth? You're not exactly what I was expecting. I've heard a few stories about you. They don't quite do you justice. Perhaps if I'd done my homework, I would have known more about you, given you the respect you deserve. Nothing I could do about it now.
I suppose the good news is, with all this extra time, I can learn to knit.
Could you make me a sweater?
No.
The first order of business is getting out of here before His Grace decides we would taste good in the soup. Or whatever he has planned. Any ideas?
Oh, I'm sure the others will be along any minute now.
All lesions. Can't build a hallway without turning it into a maze.
Keep going. I'm sure your training will kick in any moment.
Still don't like me. I've tried to change.
You have. Now you're dangerous. Let's move.
That's it. I'm officially tired of waiting to be rescued.
Why didn't you just do that before?
You said your friends were coming.
There you are. Were you hurt? What happened?
Let's just get out of here.
So, back through the castle then?
There's a better way than fighting through the Duke's entire army. I'll show you.
Here, we found your equipment.
Then we should head for the caves. That's the way out I planned to take us through originally. Unless you want to carve your way out through the Duke's army.
We'll see.
It's up to you which way you want to go, Hawk. I'll help you either way.
Andraste bless you.
Treasure vaults. Wonder what Prosper keeps in here. something odd about that painting. What do you think, Hawk? Each door needs its own rune, I think. How do we get past the barriers? Oh, I think we're supposed to flip them all like that. Well, that's Orlesian. I think if you put the right runes in there, it'll make them into something new.
My eternal thanks.
I suppose that means we'll have an army upon us soon.
And look at the bright side. They'd get stuck trying to squeeze between the walls.
Look at these guys. Or would you like me to swab your poop deck, matey?
Oh, Carver, stop.
Sorry.
I'm ending this!
And there's Val Royeaux. One for every major city in Orlais. Wonder if the other wardens will be jealous. Huh? Does that look like a map to you?
We'll probably never know how this came to be here. Look at this, Hawk. I think these are landmarks scratched on the back. A map of some sort?
See? Caves. Just like I said.
Are you sure this goes somewhere? Other than down?
Yes. Sort of. I stole old plans from the Fourth Blight. This was a retreat, they called it. At any rate, there's an exit that leads out onto the mountainside. That's your way out. Got everything from the chateau? The way those rocks look, I don't want to test this path more than once.
More of these things?
Making the world a better place, one enemy at a time. That's enough!
This is the spot. Let's see what's here.
That's odd. I could swear there was... Trust me.
Talus!
The Circle are not the only ones who know how to break a mage. The Duke is a fool. His enemies a posturing, guileless lot. But you are worth testing. Prosper can fight his own battles, and I shall choose mine.
Missed! That would have been a nice shot, too. You didn't think I was leaving, did you?
I thought you'd left.
Nonsense. I found a way around. I said I'd get you out of here, and I meant it. Let's keep going. The exit can't be much further.
So, still playing at these little adventures. You never did know when to put away your toys.
But they're such fun. And you're so old now.
Seems odd, doesn't it? Have your fun. But it has to end someday. Everything does.
There, an exit.
And there's the way out. See? I told you I had a plan. It was a good plan. The kind that had an escape and everything.
Not a monster lair. That is a good sign.
So you could go. There are, however, other options.
Oh, I suppose there's room for a cot, but where would we put the dinner table?
I know you think I lied to you. Well, I did lie to you, but I'm hoping you can look past that. What Salit is going to do will harm so many innocents, my people as well as yours. It's my duty to stop him. Even so, I can't do it alone. Not anymore.
After everything you've already done, why would I help you again?
Because I've got your nose.
The Kyun taught you that?
If I were following the Kyun, I would actually have your nose. I suppose that doesn't help. If I had my way, you would never have been this involved in the first place.
Explain what's so terrible about Salit's plan.
I can't. Not completely. And yes, I know. That's a hard sell. The information Salit plans to turn over to Orlais won't just hurt Qunari, however. It will harm anyone living in Qunari lands. Even those who fled the Qunari of any race will be condemned to persecution forever.
It couldn't just be a way to convince me to help you again, I suppose.
If only it was. I'm not here on some directive from the Qun. I came... Salit was declared Tal Vashoth, but they didn't deem intervention worthwhile. I couldn't agree. I had to try.
Doesn't that make you Tal Vashoth as well?
No. The Ben Hasrath didn't order me not to do this, but here I am anyway. I was trying to earn my way back into their good graces. This probably won't help.
Why? What did you do?
It's not easy being an elf in the Qun. You're not born to it like they are. I've struggled to find that peace, that certainty. I know it's there, I just keep falling short. What about you? Have you ever been a part of something bigger than just yourself?
I protect Kirkwall. Or is that not what you mean?
It's not the same thing. The Qunari have a vision of what life should be like. Free from pain and fear and doubt. You see tyranny, and I see caring and interest in the welfare of all. Yes, it could be better. But so could human indifference and cruelty. Or do you disagree?
Saying the Qunari could be better is an understatement.
Maybe. What Salit does won't help. It'll only make things worse.
You don't actually think you can finish your mission?
Alone? Probably not. But that doesn't mean I shouldn't try. Some things are worth dying for.
What did you have in mind, exactly?
Well, we could go back, maybe have some tea with the Duke, get to know one another. Then, just as he starts to trust us, you slip a bag over his head, and we drag him to Antiva.
No, not Antiva, you fiend.
Or, we could find out when Salit is arriving, and stop him before it's too late.
You know how to argue. But my options are...
Follow or don't. It's pretty much that simple. There are two paths open to us. I hope you really do understand what's at stake. Thank you, Hawk. Thank you.
So we are helping the Qunari.
I told you, there are many innocent lives at stake as well.
And how many innocents have the Qunari slaughtered? Ugh.
I knew you were a worthless traitor the moment I laid eyes on you.
Baron Arlange. So nice to see you again.
You filthy turnip! You humiliated me!
Persistent. I'll give him that much.
That's enough! I'll deal with it.
How many of these creatures live on this mountain?
Be thankful they're not high dragons.
Good point. We found the location. Sign of your man, I assume?
Talvashah. Like Salit, but for sale. He must be close. Thank you for deciding to do this.
I'm a sucker for hard cases. Just look at my companions.
Atas Shokra, Ben Hasrath.
Ebala Maras. Bendar Salit Asit.
Satarith Barak. Alat Kufir Abbas.
Atas Raval. Pana Hedan. Salit is already here. He's meeting with the Duke at the base of the mountain.
Then we're going the wrong way.
We need to get down there before it's too late.
Let's get this over with, Canary, before your assassins find us. Already I regret agreeing to spare them.
I have chosen my path. That choice should not...
Farshera! I'm here to facilitate your deal with the Empress. Nothing more. Well, names, Your Grace. It's a list of names. What is the meaning of this?
You asked for a weapon. I am providing it.
We expected the formula for black powder, dreadnought plans, a map of Cunandar, anything. This is useless. Your Grace. Champion. I should have known you would turn up.
I have an excellent sense of dramatic timing. And good hair.
Joke while you can. You will not find it funny for long.
Tell us.
I said I would stop you, Salit.
And I said I would slay you if you tried.
If anyone is to do any slaying, it will be me. Kill them all! You... Come here, Surrender! If that weapon turns on you, run! Hit its crossbar! I warn you about the venom! Die not! On your knees, dog! I have more than one trick up my sleeve! My better such full manner!
Go down! How about you? Let's finish this! That's enough!
Did you get a little burn?
Now you fall! Go down! I'll deal with this. Go down!
What fine trophies you invest in my home?
That's enough!
Avoid
With everything you've got!
Get back!
release the dog! Leopold? Leopold! He's looking fun.
How about you?
That'll make it.
I'm going to do it for you, my friend!
If Leopold is after you, run!
Now you fall!
How sweet! He likes you! Show them!
Let's finish this!
I will teach you your place!
How about you? Go down!
Right here, my friend!
Keep on the move. Don't wait for the poison to hit you.
My arrows blot out the sun! Excellent! Well done, my friend! No more gas! It is time!
Deal with this! Now you fall!
I hope you enjoy my trap, Brandon!
Turn this to the cliff.
away from me! The Empress will hear of this! Orlais will burn Kirkwall to the ground! All of you will die screaming! I swear it!
I would have tried begging for mercy, but that's just me.
You filthy whore!
Thank you for the lovely party. I'll treasure the belt.
They never learn.
Looks like the Duke has fallen from grace.
Atash Varin Kata. If the Duke only knew what he nearly had in his grasp. Thank you. There's no way I could have done this without your help.
What is the scroll?
This is a list of agents throughout Thetis. Qunari, like myself. Many of them have children, family, friends. They're people you wouldn't suspect. Some have even left a Qun behind. But if this list fell into human hands, they, and everyone they know,
Would be killed.
the Arcune believes they knew the risks. But what about the innocents? I couldn't let this happen.
Maybe those agents should be discovered.
I believe in the Qun, but I am not doing this to protect the Qunari. The list doesn't distinguish innocent from guilty. It doesn't show the friends, lovers, children who... Nobody should have it.
You didn't mention that Salit was a friend of yours.
He trained me. I suppose, in a way, he saved me. I owed him a better death.
So what now? You aren't just going to leave, are you?
You think I would fit into your merry entourage?
We're hardly merry.
It's true. Some of them hardly ever crack a smile.
Well, that's just sad, isn't it? Maybe some other time, Hawk. I still have a few things to do, but I am grateful. I want you to know that.
That's what I do. Feed the sick, cure the poor, pat the hungry on the head.
Kill nasty Orlesians.
Are there any other kind?
Oh, before I forget. That was going to be the heart of the many. You'd find a jewel, while I'd go off and find Salit, and be back before anyone was the wiser. I suppose nothing ever goes like we plan, does it? Take care of yourself, Hawk. Maybe we'll meet again, sometime.
Let me guess. You haven't seen Talus since that day.
A safe assumption, given her nature.
And who is left to appease Orlais after a duke's murder at the hands of the champion of Kirkwall?
Prosper invited it by dealing with Talvashoth, possibly under orders from Empress Celine. Imagine the scandal if that was known.
If you believe a Qunari agent.
Well, that's the difficult part, isn't it? I don't know why Hawk helped Talus. I suppose the elf did have her nose. Whatever the reason, I doubt it's the last we've seen of her. But what do I know? I just tell stories.